Hey guys, it's your boy Jamar84 here again, and I'm here to review the 55th Annual Grammys Awards for 2013. But before I get into that, I want to thank you guys so much for showing me all this love with my, return to YouTube. Last Bad Girls Club review just recently hit over 180 views. For me, that's a good thing, considering, I don't have the, biggest fan base or audience at the moment, but I really appreciate everybody who watched and commented and pressed the thumbs up. So now let's get towards the 2013 Grammys. I'm not going to be able to discuss it in its entirety because YouTube only gives me 10 minutes, so I'm going to have to cut some things short, but here we go. So the Grammys this year is hosted by none other than Mr. LL Cool J. LL Cool J opened up, greeted everyone, gave us a nice little, introduction speech and whatnot. Then he introduces Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift comes out and performs We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together in this, white, I guess it's kind of like a party or a clown or a circus. I'm not 100% sure what the theme of her performance was, but it was good. I have to admit, I do love that song. It's very empowering. Taylor Swift has the ability to give you those really empowering records on her CDs. If you haven't got her newest album entitled Red, make sure you pick that up in stores now. I want to take a second to talk about some of my favorite dress of the evening. Probably could have done this at the beginning, but I'll just do it now. I believe there's four. How many do I have? One, two. Yeah, there are four best dressed people that I want to highlight. And number one, I'm going to start with Miss Beyonce Knowles. Miss Beyonce was usually, we used to see Beyonce with the curly hair and the long dress, but she decided to switch it up this evening and wear a pantsuit. It really accentuates her body shape, and she kept her hair back tied in a ponytail and kept it simple with the purse. And I like the shoes, so thumbs up to Beyonce. I really liked her look tonight. Next, we move on to Rihanna. Rihanna was giving you. She decided not to step away from the half-shave look and go with a full weave and a long red dress. And I've noticed that Rihanna's weight is starting to go back down. Rihanna has a tendency to lose and gain weight, throughout being on tour, and her weight really fluctuates, and I guess it's on a down now, but she still looks great. Katy Perry. Katy Perry was giving you like a limeish green color. Of course, her breasts always look amazing in any dress that she wears. So Katy Perry, another one of my favorite dress. And lastly, oh no, I'm sorry, not lastly, but I want to highlight Adele. Miss Adele was giving you, a red flowery dress that really, popped out and stood out amongst, her peers, and it really matches with her really bubbly and warming personality. And last but not least, probably one of my favorite dresses of the night, and I believe it's unanimous across social media, is Miss Kelly Rowland. Kelly Rowland kept it simple with the hair. She had it tied up, little strings coming down, had very nice, simple jewelry and a nice black fitting dress that really accentuated her figure. So Kelly Rowland definitely wins for Best Dressed of the 2013 Grammy Awards. And Justin performs his newest single, Suit and Ties, featuring Jay-Z, and Jay-Z joined him on stage for the performance. And after that performance, he debuted a new song called Pusher Love Girl, I believe that's the name. And I like that one a whole lot more than I like Suit and Tie. It just reminded me of the old Justin Timberlake, the one that we kind of fell in love with initially. But I'm really looking forward to his album. I believe it comes out March 19th, the 2020 Experience. Make sure you guys look out for that. And after the Grammy Awards, he also released a new track called Mirrors. I listened to that this morning. It's 8 minutes long, and it kind of sounds like a combination of production-wise, a combination of Cry Me a River and What Goes Around Comes Around. If you're familiar with those tracks and you listen to Mirrors, you may know what I'm talking about. But before I move on from Justin Timberlake, when he was being introduced by Miss Beyonce and Ellen DeGeneres, I don't know if that was practiced or on the spot, but Beyonce was trying to introduce, give her accolades to Mr. Timberlake, and Ella was just looking at her like, And Beyonce was like, here's Justin Timberlake performing his new single, Suit and Tie. She was looking, I think that had to be rehearsed. It was still cute, but it just looked so funny. She was like, why is she looking at me? So Kelly Rowland and Nas come out to present the Best Urban Contemporary Album Award, and it's awarded to Frank Ocean for Channel Orange. But it was strange because when Frank got up on stage to give his speech, he mentioned something about not being able to, speak in front of crowds, and he usually imagines them naked, but he imagined them as kids in tuxedos, and it made him feel better. Something along that. I was just like, what? It's Frank High. This next act was one of my favorite acts of the night, and it was Miss Alicia Keys and Adam Levine from Maroon 5 performing Girl on Fire. Surprisingly, I have to give it to Alicia. Alicia and this song are really like hit and miss. There can be some times where she sounds great, and then there can be times where she sounds like straight shit. The next performance we have is with Miss Rihanna, Miss Robin Rihanna Fenty, performing her newest single, Stay, featuring Mickey Echo. She put so much emotion into the song and the performance that it was just one of her best vocal performances, of the era so far. So congratulations to Rihanna. Bruno Mars and Sting perform an initial duet, performing Bruno Mars' single, Locked Out of Heaven. And one thing, I love Bruno Mars, but Sting, I don't know if you guys know, but I believe Family Guy did like a little bit about Sting and saying that you really can't understand a lot of the words except for like the last 3 that he says. And I was thinking about that through that whole performance. He was so right, because I couldn't understand anything that man said. But after, Rihanna, Sting, and Bruno Mars paid tribute to Bob Marley. And I believe the song that they sung was Could You Be Loved, or Can You Love Me? I forget. One of the two. If you know the name of the song, hit me up in the comments, because I actually want to look that up, because I actually really like what they did with it. Miss Carrie Underwood comes to perform 2 songs from her newest album, Blown Away. The title track, Blown Away, in addition to 2 black Cadillacs. And with this performance, excuse me, somebody on my Twitter timeline was being messy and was like, because her dress was like almost like a light show. It was turning all these different colors and different color patterns and whatnot. And then it was like, Miss Carrie Underwood is trying to turn into all the Power Rangers. I was like, you tried it. But congratulations, Miss Carrie Underwood. You did an amazing job. And one of the last things about the show I'm going to talk about really quick is Mr. LL Cool J ending the show with, I guess, a medley of his hits. I wouldn't have suggested that be a way to end the Grammys, but it was what it was. It was kind of like those that remembered and know about his music, they got hyped. But some of the newer generation that wasn't, all too familiar with him when he was an active artist were kind of like, huh, what? Who is this? But he, it was very nostalgic to see him back on stage performing. I don't know if y'all remember Headsprung back in the early 2000s. That was my jump. But one of the last things I want to talk about, and this is really, I would have addressed this if I had done, a Super Bowl video, but everybody had already done it by then, is Miss Keisha Cole trying to throw shade on after the Grammy Awards goes off saying, and I quote, "Oh, by the way, it's still fuck old girl, lame ass." You are suffering from an advanced case of bitter bitch syndrome. You're mad about a comment that apparently Michelle said over 2 years ago. And you're the only one that seems to know that. I don't even think Michelle's even responded to this, but nobody seems to know the comment that you're talking about. And even still, it's done. And people say shit all the time. Get over it. And don't you got a song? Let it go. Let it go. Damn. But anyways, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll try to get new videos out. I'll definitely be doing another Bad Girls Club review. And make sure you like, subscribe, share the video. I'm so glad to have you guys here. And we're going to continue on this journey together. Bye, guys.